Hey guys, I'm just going to share with you another portfolio of original comic book art that I have for my collection. Um, this is a Craig Rousseau Impulse page. Um, it's got Max Mercury and Impulse on it. And I love this series. I like the cartoony art started by, Humberto Ramos and Mike Waringo on the book Flash before and Impulse. Um, it's just a great page. I believe, yeah, this panel right here is a stat of this one, other than they changed his mouth and stuff like that. But yeah, great page. Next up is a couple of pages from Dave Hoover. This was I think a Wonderland. It was a Zenoscope comic book that they took right from his pencils. So um, I just loved his artwork. He's no longer with us, but just great layouts for the pages and a creepy shower scene where she's covered with these spiders. Um, just a one of a kind page that you can get from collecting original art. Next up is this is a Wolverine page by Ron Garney during Jason Aaron's run. It was the Get Mystique storyline where Wolverine was going to finally just kill Mystique and just end her life. This is a flashback to where the first time they met on some train. And I thought a cool page, and I own another page from that issue as well. And then this page is from a Fantastic Four issue drawn by Stuart Immonen. And I thought it was really cool. I really like this ship design, this old vintage ship going through space and different dimensions. And I love the battle between Submarine and the Human Torch. Flashback to the original Human Torch fighting Namor in the Golden Age comics. And I really liked this, the ship, but they must have changed their mind and wanted to go with a more space-like or futuristic type ship. And so they told them to stack this one and put this one over top of it, unless they change the background too. So they'll just take this and put the image over top of it, and same with this over top of that, and then make the panels perfect. But I like the original ship design. Next up, and this is the note from that one. Don't ink the boat because they're going to change the effects on it. That needs to go back that page. But this is an Agents of Atlas page. I loved Agents of Atlas when it was coming out. And Leonard Kirk was the artist on it. He did just a fantastic job. I love these characters. I still do. I wish that Marvel would do more with them. There's Namora, Venus, and Bob Grayson, Marvel Boy. And just the Gorilla Man, Ken Hale. I just love the series. And this is Venus finds out she's a monster, and she's a siren of the old ages, and she just loses control and lets her powers unleashed, and it gives them their worst memories or thoughts. It's just scary how powerful she really is. This is a Nick Darrington page from Young Justice. This is Ginny Hex, who is the great-great-granddaughter or niece, I can't remember, of Jonah Hex. And she walked in on her girlfriend fooling around with another lady. Not happy. This is during Bendis's run on Young Justice, and he was introducing this character to the team. And I love Nick Darrington's art. And I saw it on the website and thought I might as well pick it up. And I'm glad I did. Here's another Agents of Atlas page. This one's got the stats for the backgrounds over here. So on the big panels, of course, this one, and on the little panels, that one. So this is when they're trying to investigate Jimmy's office at his house, and M11, the killer robot, Ken Hale, and Bob Grayson, Marvel Boy, are keeping the SHIELD agents unaware of what's really going on. And just a cool page. Like I said, I loved Agents of Atlas when it was coming out, and I'm glad that I own that page. This is the start of I think 5 pages from All New Adam. This is Ryan Choi was the Adam at this time, and he shrunk down looking for someone, and he finds his old friend down there. He's been living in this microverse for a while, and I love Pat Hollis' artwork, and the inking on this is just fantastic. So yeah, I got all 5 of these pages from one eBay auction, and this was a long time ago. I think it was like 2010 or 11 when I got these, maybe even sooner or later than that. I know I didn't buy it in July of 2008 when it came out, but yeah, these are sequential. I'm missing 1 page from the group, I think, because the first page was 6. This is 7 and 8. Yeah, just him living his life down here, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're still alive. Yeah, I'm missing 9 because this is 10 and 11. But yeah, this is just a cool page, and Pat's a great artist, and I originally saw his artwork when I was reading Untold Tales of Spider-Man, and then when he was doing Spider-Girl and lots of other stuff, but I really love Pat Hollis' work. And just a cool bunch of pages from his run. This is a Spider-Man family page, but with the Agents of Atlas on it, meeting Spider-Man. And of course, when my 2 favorite people, Spider-Man and the Agents of Atlas, meet up, I had to get a couple pages from it. So I think this is the only one I still have left. I think I sold the other 2 a few years ago. But yeah, just a great Spider-Man and Agents of Atlas team-up page from Spider-Man family. Jimmy Woo is their leader. This is a Trent Kuniga Ghost Rider page. I loved his Creed work. When I found out he was doing Creed, he was a high school kid in high school drawing a comic book, and it was around the same age as I was. So I just thought that was the coolest thing, was to be drawing comics and a kid in high school and doing something really cool like that. This is the Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, and just a cool page. And here's another page from that same story. So yeah, I'm just pretty excited that I got that. This is a Hulk page. This was the introduction of the Red Hulk, and of course, spoilers. I can spoil a book that's like almost 20 years old. So the Red Hulk was Thunderbolt Ross, and Leonard Samson is in here in the cell where they've captured Bruce and are interrogating him. And Bruce knows that Thunderbolt Ross is the Red Hulk. But he's just not saying. And so you get this interview where he actually does tell him, Ross, I know you're the Red Hulk. And Iron Man's trying to get the footage from it, and the sound's not working, and he's yelling at Maria Hill and She-Hulk. Just a cool page from Red Hulk, early Red Hulk issues. I couldn't find that on Apple Music. Just a cool thing from back then. This is a Tan Eng Hot Justice League of America page. I was at a art sale online art sale, and I saw this page. I like Plastic Man. I like the Atom, and this page was very inexpensive. And I love art, so I might as well just buy it, and I did. I'm glad I did. This is another. This is a Mike McKone Fantastic Four page. It's the same. They used the same stats. They moved it around a little bit, but this was during Civil War, and I like the page. It was very inexpensive. I mean, very inexpensive, especially at the time. And I'm just glad I bought it. It's a Mike McKone Fantastic Four page. This is another Mike McKone page. It was from Punisher Warzone. So early in his career. It's a pencils, and they didn't go into the inking process because they just never used this storyline. It's where Jack the Ripper came back and Punisher's trying to stop him. It's just a cool page. I wonder why they never went with the story. I know that the rest of the issues our pages were out there because I saw them a few times, even going up for sale recently. But yeah, just a cool pencil page by Mike McKone. And the level of detail in the pencils are just really, really good. This is a Ryan Ottley Spider-Man page. It's got Kraven the Hunter. It's the clone of Kraven the Hunter that Kraven raised. And this is right after he found out that the original Kraven has passed away again. Or has died. And that note is left for him to tell him to take. This was the sole remaining survivor of the clones, and he's telling him to take over his father's mantle as Kraven Hunter. So this was during the Hunted storyline by Nick Spencer. I liked it. I thought it was an okay storyline. I didn't like that they killed the Gibbon. I mean, everyone says, "Oh, who cares about the Gibbon?" I did. I liked the Gibbon, but and Ryan Ottley on Spider-Man. I really liked his art on Spider-Man. A lot of people didn't think it was as good, but I liked it. And I'm glad I own it. This one is a Ryan Stegman Uncanny Avengers page. It's the actual origin of Synapse. And that's her grandfather, and he was the big bad during this storyline. But yeah, this is her origin. That's her breaking out of the after the Terrigen Mist went all over Earth and started transforming in humans that were hidden in the world's populace. They would get this cocoon, Terrigenesis, into their new forms, and this is Synapse's form before or after she's been terraformed. So this is a Supergirl page from the New 52 by Mahmoud Azhar, and this is the first page from that storyline. This is Kara's ship crashing into Earth in this kryptonite-encased rock, and the start of her being on Earth. Just a cool page. He used Copic markers to tone and grayscale all of it. It's just a beautiful page, and it's the first page from that storyline. Just a cool get from me, and I'm glad I bought it. And next up, these are the first two original art pages I ever purchased. I bought them from the artist, and they're from Rogue miniseries. This issue, same issue, it's Sunfire is captured, and I think he's damaged by or hurt by Lady Deathstrike. I think she cuts his legs off. Sunfire's, and later he recovers by being Horseman of Apocalypse. But at this time, and Rogue accidentally absorbs his powers, so she has Sunfire's powers, which is fire and flight, and she goes after Lady Deathstrike and this huge fireball. I thought it was the coolest page. I love Lady Deathstrike as a character, and she was in the first comic book I ever owned. And so getting a couple pages with her on the panels and in the page, along with Rogue, is pretty cool. Yep, the first two, that's what started